With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Trenton Simpson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Beal. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Here, look at this Baltimore defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
13.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And finally brought down at the 38. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Greg Newsome up to make the stop. The Ravens at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, here's Dobbins. Look at the juke. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
The big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Middle.
Dobbins is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
He finds his man complete. That's Beal. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Romeo Doubs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the gun, Jackson. He finds his target, Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Allen, the man in motion right. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On third down, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Browns will take over first and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Second and 2.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
The Browns, 38-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Jackson.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He finds his man complete. It's short. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's short. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
That is first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stump the run and then executed.
You change it. Hey, Ozzie!
Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Hey, report!
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now it's Jackson. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
With a milestone, career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And the Browns first down.
They'll run on first down. Short. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 14.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
At the 33-yard line.
13. Cut.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
The score, Ravens 21, Browns 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through.
Hey, middle. 13.
Dobbins trying the left side. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Jackson now. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Hey. Yo.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
A pitch comes to Dobbins.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Lamb.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Up the middle they go. It's short. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Short. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4.
He's back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's short.
And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the Browns 1st down.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's short.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
This 2nd and 4.
You. Go. Shut.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a...
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end.